For those that couldn't make it tonight, at least they can listen in. Welcome, guys, to the Team Relentless call. We had an inaugural meeting last month, and I think it's going to be kind of nice to try to do these monthly. And as our team grows, we might want to do them more frequently. But it's nice to touch base and just see each other kind of on the smaller team scale than our large team with Team Fearless and Team Freedom. So welcome to our call tonight. I'm actually going to share my screen because I have our agenda up here. So give me 1 second. Let me share the screen. All right. Okay. All right. So this should take about 30, maybe 45 minutes if we have a lot of discussion, but not longer than that, so we have enough time to take a quick break and then jump on our broader team call at 7:55. So we do have some new faces on the call tonight, and just wanted to welcome Cynthia to the call. And Cynthia Nash is actually my previous manager at the Dallas VA. We worked alongside each other as well as pharmacists there. And she just recently joined the team. And so we'll go around, and if Cynthia, you want to introduce yourself, tell the team about you. And then we'll go around. Everybody else can introduce themselves to you so you know who everyone is. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Nash, and I live in Dallas. I still work at the Dallas VA Hospital as a pharmacist. I'm actually a manager at this time. And so speaking with Sarah earlier, Sarah's kind of hands off with direct patient care now, and I am too. And maybe that's part of why I'm really excited about Juice Plus, is to get to interact with people again. I have 4 children, all of whom are out of the house, but not off the payroll, still in college. And I am very excited to be part of this team.
Great. Thank you, Cynthia. Welcome. How about, I'm just going to go, and based on the picture I'm seeing here, how about Rainey? Do you want to introduce yourself to Cynthia? And I think everybody else knows you, but go ahead.
Hi, Cynthia. I'm Rainey. I actually work with Jessica, and I have been doing Juice Plus since July, I think. But the team's awesome. You're going to love it. Everybody's super nice, and we have a lot of fun. So I like it.
Thank you, Rainey. Yeah, Rainey works with my sister, Jessica. Go ahead, sister.
Hey, Cynthia. Welcome to the team. Yes, I'm Jessica. I'm Sarah's sister and Susan's daughter, and I've been working the Juice Plus business since, I guess, about February, March. Been taking the product since last year, and Sarah just relentlessly pursued me, as I'm sure she did you. She pursued all of us. So welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Karen, do you want to introduce yourself?
You're muted.
You want me to unmute you?
There you go.
Yes, I'm Karen Harris, and I'm Sarah's nanny. Take care of her little boys. And I have been on Juice Plus for like 2 years, and I became a distributor in March. So welcome to the team. We're glad you're here. It's fun.
Thanks, Karen. And Mom, last but not least.
Hi, I'm Mom. I'm Susan. I'm the mother to Sarah and Jessica. See, I've been on the product almost 2 years. I think in January will be 2 years. And Sarah pursued me, and I kept saying, no. But I joined up in January. And I love it. It's great. The product I have so much passion for, and the community of people is totally awesome. You're going to love it here, Cynthia. We're so glad that you're with us.
Thank you, guys. So that takes us into kind of just talking about our last month. We had a really exciting September. So what you'll learn, Cynthia, is that we have what's called a qualifiers day, which is usually the first day of the next month that it lands on a business day. that we have to close business for the previous month. So we do a lot of work towards the end of the month. We try to be consistent throughout the month, but sometimes it comes down to the wire. And we had big goals for September. We kind of coined it as September to Remember as our little slogan to motivate and kind of our motto to get us through the month. And we hit a lot of goals. So some celebrations. We had Karen Harris hit her virtual franchise 2,000 plus goal. So congratulations, Karen. We also had some team members that aren't on here tonight hit some goals with a new healthy living plans, and also under Jess, she had another virtual franchise with Ricky. And then Jess hit her fast track sales coordinator promotion, and that one literally was up until 5 p.m. on qualifiers day, which was last Monday. So doesn't that seem like a century ago, last Monday? Yeah, so that was interesting. But hey, God had his hand in it all throughout. It definitely was not of our own doing. And we had some continued qualified businesses, which is exciting because you get that extra 5% in your paychecks. When you hit to that VF level, you can qualify your business, which means you hit that 1,000 PB, which is your goal to hit 1,000 or more, and you get that extra 5% on your check. And we have continued qualified businesses with Jessica, as well as Leanne, who's not on the call tonight, and Susan. So congratulations. And who else am I missing for you, Rainey, hit your VF in the end of August, right? So did we it wasn't in September?
It was in September.
Okay. See, I feel like that was a lifetime ago. So Rainey as well for her VF 2,000 plus. We worked on that at the beginning of September, so we got you wrapped up early, lucky duck. So she's working on her fast track sales coordinator. We got to get a training call for you, girl. So we had a lot of great promotions. We hit our goals. We were able to, you guys as a team were able to get me to senior sales coordinator. It was not by my own fruition. So you guys worked it hard, and I'm super thankful for being able to walk across the stage at conference next week and represent you guys as a team effort that we had to get to that promotion level. So congratulations to everyone. We're going to have some fun. So Karen, Rainey, Jessica, Susan, and I will be at conference next week in Tampa, celebrating all these amazing promotions. And we have our live conference twice a year. As most of you know, we have one in October and one in April. So the one in April is in Sacramento. We usually work on conference to conference goals, typically. So I'm just going to name it my goal, and I'm going to go around and ask everybody else's goal. But my goal is QNMD, Qualified National Marketing Director by Sacramento, by April. So I got to hit that by the end of March. It's very aggressive. I just had my coaching call today with corporate, and it's gonna be a feat. But I have all the faith in the world in you guys, and a lot of our team that's not on here tonight are still working it hard. So that's my goal. How about you, Karen? What's your goal for the next 3 to 6 months?
She's muted.
Let me unmute you. Oh, it's not letting me. Why not? There we go.
Get to SC.
Awesome. Fast track sales coordinator for Karen. Okay. Go ahead, Mom.
Same here. I'm with you, Karen.
Fast track sales coordinator. So fast track sales coordinator, for you guys that haven't looked into it yet or don't know, is a 6-month time period to get there. And you get an amazing, nice $600 bonus and a free conference ticket. And when you promote people down under you, you're also getting bonuses off of them. They get a bonus when they hit VF for $300, and you also get a $300 bonus when they hit VF. So as you're promoting those people that get to sales coordinator, you're getting additional bonuses. So lots of incentive monetarily for that gain. Plus, think of how many lives you're impacting by bringing them to this company and to these products. So how about you, Rainey?
I'm with Karen and Susan. Keep on moving along.
Fast track sales coordinator. That's a strong leg we have going under mom with Jess and Rainey and all that's going on there. It's exciting. And I won't put you on the spot, Cynthia. We just met today. But I talked to Cynthia about HLP and VF, so I don't know if you want to say anything more.
No, I just want to get organized.
It's a good goal. It's a great goal. There's a lot of resources, so it does take some time to get the hang of it. Awesome. And so I know that Leanne is also working on Fast Track Sales Coordinator. I think her goal is by the end of this month. And then Maura on her team would be a VF, and she'll have some other team members rising up for VF 2000 plus and new HLPs. So she's working hard at it as well. And then we have another new team member, Monique, who hit her HLP last month. And Monique, which Cynthia, I don't know if you remember Monique, was Lope Sorrell, but now Monique Giordana, who is a resident at the VA.
Yeah.
So she's on my team also. She lives in Minnesota. She actually has a little baby now that's about 9 months old. And she's working as a full-time clinical pharmacist. And she has goals as well to have either some extra residual income or maybe the time freedom that this business can allow by going to the top. So lots of great goals on this team. And I know we're going to be adding more and more teams. So it's going to get more and more exciting as people just realize new dreams. So next on our agenda is October events. I listed some events that I'm aware of, but feel free to add if there are others that I've missed. There's a Facebook event that's going on right now that Leanne is hosting. She's wanted to keep it to, I just found out she's wanted to keep it just to her team because she's doing some prizes and she wanted her team who's inviting in to get the prizes. But she did invite Jill, myself, and Brittany to kind of comment and help facilitate conversations in the Facebook event. But if she spins that off, she's going to let us know if she's going to do another Facebook event. So technically we can't really invite into that one at this point because she's doing her own thing with her team, which is fine because I understand if you have prizes and things like that, you might want to kind of keep that to your team that you're trying to get that growth with. But we do have some events listed under B, C, and D that are all going to be open to the team. We'll probably even open it up to the broader Freedom and Fearless teams. So this Thursday, my mom and my sister and I are going to host a Shred 10 call. I've had actually a lot of people ask about telling their stories. We have a lot of people that we could add into that. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But that will be at 8:30. I've put the invite into our chat. So you should have that. We're going to do a prize drawing. So hopefully that will lure some more people in. If you attend live, you could get a prize. So that's going on Thursday this week. We wanted to do it a little bit earlier. The Shred 10, it's important, that people get their products ordered prior to the next month. And usually we kind of do that the second to last week of the month. But because we have conference next week, we wanted to make sure that we kind of got a Shred 10 event in there early so that we could share it with others that may not have made it on, and we can get those orders in early. I think the next Shred, does anybody have a calendar? Would that be like November 6th off the top of my head? The first Monday of next month. First, because I know that October 31st is like a Wednesday. So
that sounds right. That
5th?
November that sounds
5th.
Right.
November 5th. Okay.
That's a Monday.
We would definitely want to get people's orders in by the 29th, usually a week in advance to get their orders for their shakes and their capsules. So we'll have that. And then we're going to do we're going to try to do a Facebook event that Tuesday before we leave for conference that my sister and I are going to do. That's going to be on the Shred. And mom, all of us can participate if we want to, but the Shred, it'll be kind of similar to the Zoom with the same type of slides and sharing. But we will integrate some stories in there. So I need to get that created so you guys can invite in. I'll try to get that done the next day or two. And then that will be kind of another event to invite into. Some people like Facebook versus doing Zoom because they can just look at their leisure. But make sure when you do invite, do personal invites. Don't just mass invite people. It's always better to go and reach out to them individually and say, would you like to be added before you add them? Especially for Facebook events. And then we also are planning to do a brand new call based on Mom's idea, which is called the Healthy Living Revolution Web Walk. And it kind of, I guess, my understanding, and feel free to chime in, Mom, is to just walk through the healthylivingrevolution.com and share that resource. And there might be some other sharing of information, I would assume, on the product probably as well.
Yeah, I saw a recording of that. Some of the national marketing directors did it, and kind of some suggestions on how to do it. There's not a script or anything, so we definitely need to sit down and go through it and decide, how much time we want to spend walking through each section of that. But we can do that. I think it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I think it would be, because that's such a tool that we offer free to people, even if they don't take the product. We put it out there for people to use, and that might encourage them then to get more interested in taking a look at the product. So yeah, we need to get working on that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that'll be good. It'll be a different spin on sharing about what this company has to offer outside of our products and our business. We also have great resources. That's pretty much a cornerstone to our company. So that'll be fun. We'll do that last week on the 23rd, I guess the last full week of October. And then I think Jess, you and I had talked about doing, unless I made this up, you and I had talked about doing also a healthy living, kind of like a Healthy Living Revolution Facebook event, right?
Yeah, just looking at all the events that we have, maybe we should just move it to next month. Because we have a lot of good shred stuff, and I know we want to promote the shred because Rhonda had said a lot of the teams that are leading with, are using the shred to lead with. So maybe we should just move it to the following month if that's okay, because we already got quite a bit of Facebook stuff going on.
Yeah, we could do that, or we could do it that last week, like October 29th, 30th, 31st week, if you wanted to, just to have something.
Okay.
But we could talk about it at conference if we want to add it in based on how we feel like the other events are going. Okay.
I mentioned like a Sunday evening, the 28th, but
yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. So lots of things you can invite into. So we'll make sure to share all this on a Voxer, and then we'll also, on the Facebook events, I'll just invite you guys in. So just look for those notifications on Facebook for the event. Any questions or comments? And, also embrace three-way calls. We've talked about this a lot. Those can be kind of mini events. So if there's a person that you need help sharing with, I know Karen and I have done this a lot, share with them about the product or the business, bring them to us and set up a three-way call for a time that's convenient for them. And, we can share everything from Shred 10 to the business to, any product specific questions they have, disease related questions. Sometimes it goes that route. So I would be happy to help facilitate that. And if I'm not available, definitely, we can get Jill or Brittany on the line to help too. Okay. All right. So where are we on time? Doing good? Okay. So one of the things that I had mentioned in our chat is we've been, trying to get I think for me, I'll speak for myself, just getting more comfortable with the Tower Gardens and getting more comfortable with specifically getting Tower Gardens in schools. And there's been a learning curve. And I think every school district can be a little bit different, but I have found probably a way that's going to be successful, I think, for most districts. And I probably should have researched it more, because come to find out, there are a lot of resources that we have. And I kind of just tried to figure it out like backwards. So I was going to show you real fast in case you guys didn't know about this. Hang on a second. Let me switch this. Is that on your virtual office, there is go back to the front page. Under resources, you can find forms and resources. And there is all kinds of information here, and you may know all about this. I haven't spent as much time looking through this, but we got our Wellness Plus program, Juice Plus materials, lots of information here. But at the top, you see the Tower Garden order forms. There's actually a Tower Garden for school order form. And so you can actually open this up. It's a PDF, and it gives you the directions on exactly how to get Tower Gardens in schools. So there's a couple routes you can go. You can do the PTO route. I did that for the first school only because it was taking me a little bit to get the contacts for who the school in the school district that I could speak to actually get a school district to allow us to sell Tower Gardens to the district. And so because of that, I was like, well, I really just want to get it in one school. So I tried the PTO route. PTOs can directly, once they get approval, buy from us, but school districts can't. School districts actually have to do a purchase order. And so that's what makes this a little bit different process. And so this is the order form that kind of goes through all the directions on what the school has to do. So I wanted to show you this first so then I can tell you the process of how I became a approved vendor with the school district in order to get them to be able to buy Tower Gardens for the school. So basically you have to have their purchase order. What they'll do is they'll fill out this document. And so if you scroll down, this is frequently asked questions. You scroll down to this section. The first part is the part you're going to fill out as the representative. You're going to put your FIN number on here, and then you can just scan this in and or print it out and give it to them and have them fill out the rest. So they're going to choose, they actually are typically tax exempt, so they're going to include their tax exempt form and attach that to this PDF. And when they mail it in or fax it in, email it in or fax it into Tower Gardens, the schools program, which is, I think it's schools.towergarden.com. You can see at the bottom here. They are actually tax exempt. So actually their total for one growing system is going to be $575. So you pretty much could tell them that's what it's going to be. And then they can actually order as many as they want. They could order the bundles. They could order the extra accessories here. And so they just kind of detail their billing information and their purchase order information. And then they actually just, at that point, they initiate just sending it in to the company. So they can do that by emailing it to schools@towergarden.com, or there's actually a fax number. I think it's right up here. There's a fax number here that they can fax it to, depending on what they feel comfortable. And so they're going to include this order form with their purchase order, a copy of the purchase order, and then their tax exempt certificate. Okay, so that's how you order. But how do you become approved vendor for the school district? That is actually probably the $1 million question. So I'm going to show you the forms that the company sent me, which I'll send to you guys. I've sent to a few of you, I think, already. But basically, you have to be an approved vendor with the school district, and some school districts, it takes some time to figure out how to become approved vendor. You might have to go through a co-op group that basically will certify you, and then once you become registered and certified under them, you can become an approved vendor. Well, I found out that Juice Plus is kind of a sole source for this product, and this is a document right here, shows you that it is a sole source. And so I sent this document in along with our W-9 form, which the corporate just sent me. It's got our tax ID number. I sent that as well as a form that the school district had me fill out, which this says Midlothian ISD, but I'm assuming that most of the other districts will have something like this, that basically I have to get this notarized saying that Juice Plus Company and Tower Gardens are sole source of this product. So it's kind of a proprietary product. And so once you complete that and you submit the other two documents I just showed you, which is that W-9 and the sole source statement from the Juice Plus Company, I got approval in like 3 days for the district now as an approved vendor. So basically that allows me now to go to each of the schools directly and say, hey, I'm an approved vendor for this product. Would your school be interested in purchasing it course, they'll have to use their own school funds that is tied up in the district, but they can do that through a purchase order and submit that. So, I mean, there's going to still be an approval process within the individual school because you have to get buy-in from the principal and other people, other stakeholders in the school. And then you can, if they do approve it, they can order it directly through that form that I just showed you. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm now in the ISD, so I'm going to try to see how this first purchase order goes through for Miller Elementary. And then once that happens, Mountain Peak Elementary. And once that happens, then I'm going to just reach out to all of them, every school, even middle schools. So one thing that you may not be fully aware of, I think most of you guys know now, but if you go to if you go to your Tower Garden website, we have great curriculum for the schools, and it actually goes up to middle school. So I would target up to middle school. If you go under School Gardens here on your Tower Garden website, and you scroll down down to curriculum. Let's see, Move Learning. Sorry, on this screen.
Lesson plans on there.
Number 6 says.
Yeah. And then it's got all the materials here, and they can just easily download them and print them. And it goes, like I said, up to 6th, 7th, and 8th ages. So that's a lot of schools, especially if you have a big school district. So, so that's the process that I went through for the Tower Gardens. Any questions about that or comments? I know a lot of you guys have been working on Tower Gardens, especially for schools or small businesses or, assisted living, things like that.
It's good.
Cool.
Thank you.
So we're coming up on time. So we just wanted to mention, I don't know if Mom, you wanted to chime in on
Sure.
the Texas Summit.
Yeah, I looked into it. The Texas Summit, the next big event that we may want to go to, it's up here in Plano. And it starts at 5 o'clock on January 11th, and it goes to 3 o'clock on January 12th. So it's a Friday night, Saturday, the day till 3 o'clock. It's at the Regency Dallas at Plano West Hotel. It's on Legacy Drive, and I went ahead and made a room reservation. The room is pretty inexpensive, $149, and it can room 4 people in there, and just be for one night. So I just went ahead because I know queen beds go fast. So I just decided to go ahead and make that commitment to do a room. The conference cost is $110, and I assume, but I don't know for sure, that probably includes some meals. I don't know how. I haven't been to one of these, so I don't really know. But I would assume they're going to feed you on Friday night and probably breakfast on the next day, but I don't know how all that works. But it looked good. And I just, want to put that out there. You need to book by December the 20th, I think, for the hotel, if you're interested, or if you want to go and let me know. I mean, I can sleep 3 other people in my room as well, but I'm definitely going to go. I'm assuming Sarah would go. I don't know, if you guys want to come from Oklahoma or whatever, but it looks like a good event. They said it's pretty big event for Texas. And it's kind of the first one of the year, 2019. That's all I know at this point.
Yeah, I went to it in, I guess they called it a summit. It was also in January. I think it was the Dallas Summit, but it was more in downtown Dallas, not Plano last year or earlier this year, I guess, in January this year. And it was good. I think they do provide one meal. I want to say it was lunch on Saturday. They kind of had like a reception with finger foods on Friday, but it wasn't a full meal. So usually the registration fees are over $200 if you get food with everything, is what I've noticed. So I think you're kind of on your own for most of the meals, but would just be dinner. And they had it open to public in the evening on Friday. So like Josh and the boys came on Friday and listened to a couple of physicians speak. I think Jay Martin also spoke. And so, yeah, they usually have a little open session. You can invite people that, and they don't have to pay to come. So yeah, it's a good event. We definitely should try to make it.
Yeah, they don't have the agenda out yet, but I'm sure it'll probably be coming in the next month or so.
Yeah. Sounds good. And we have, just so everybody knows, we have summits throughout the year. A lot of them kind of land in the summertime, but they do sprinkle them throughout the year. So there's lots of opportunities outside of our Juice Plus Live conference to go. So, all right. Any questions, thoughts, comments, last minute contributions?
No.
Anybody?
Good meeting.
Good. Thank you, guys. So we're now going to jump on our broader team call in about 5-6 minutes, and make sure you get on there. I'm going to be talking. I have to talk again about the Royal Crown. So yeah, Brittany's under the weather, so I'm backup dancer for this one. But anyways, so yeah, join us, and I will see you guys on there. Thank you guys for joining tonight.
Thanks, Sarah.